Hello, everyone, and welcome to Rhez, Lorei, The Color Guard Chronicles. I'm Melissa. I'll be your DM for the evening, and with me I have my 5 wonderful players. Say hi, wonderful players.
Hello, wonderful players.
Hi, girl. Hi.
Excellent. I think since this is our first episode, we'll do player introductions, but first, a couple of announcements. 1, Dungeon Sphere, Wednesday, Nightwalker versus Giant, Battle of the Century.
It'll be fun.
It's gonna be fun. So come watch us do that. It'll be great.
Don't kill my antagonists.
Yes,
Wait, no, I would
that
be
is
killing
definitely a
them.
thing
Don't
we
let them
will
die.
not be doing.
We're killing your other main antagonist the following week. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yep. That is what we are doing.
We only have so many antagonists, Dev. Maybe you should have planned this better.
I do believe Patsy has an announcement.
So I'm going to be starting up a weekly drawing session on Twitch with you guys. Well, whoever wants to be there, I guess, can be there, but
I'll be there.
and that's going to be on Thursdays, starting at some point, probably within the next couple weeks. We haven't really figured out a starting date yet, but on Thursdays at 8 EST, because we established this is the only correct time.
That is
Thursdays
correct.
at 8 o'clock.
Don't remember.
I
don't remember agreeing to that.
We need to make a logo. Let's make a logo.
We do have to make a logo, but
First stream is making a logo.
First stream.
I can't do graphic design. I'm
No,
so bad at
I
graphic
can make
design.
the logo. I got it.
Session 0. Dev makes a logo.
Another announcement is you should definitely watch D&D Beyond's Twitch stream at 11 o'clock CST on Friday, where you might find little old me playing Calstar Divvoice named Sofalia Amastasia with a black cat familiar who's the coolest. It's gonna be great.
If anyone who doesn't play D&D was watching this, they would have no idea what you just said. It would have been gibberish.
It's fine.
In
It's
general,
fine.
just it's funny, like the lingo and the jargon that you get in the D&D community, and nobody would know what you're talking about.
And yet, people do, and it's great. So definitely, come check me out there. That'll be great. I don't think we have any more channel announcements, unless I missed. We're doing some giveaways at some point, somehow. Follow socials and whatnot for that,
We're gonna
because
give away
I don't know what they are.
Spelljammer, and we also have a D&D Beyond code for the Wild Beyond the Witchlight right now.
Nice. So follow us on socials, on Twitter, and I think Twitter, and maybe Twitter again. So yes, do that. Okay, so before we jump in, because it's our first episode, I figured player intros. So we will start there, and you can, I think, name, and because we didn't discuss this beforehand, because we are professional streamers, name and then who you're playing, if you want to do any other information about yourself, feel free. Otherwise, those 2 things for sure. And we'll go in the order that I see everyone in Zoom. So we will start with Dev.
Hello, my name is Dev. I'm also the Dungeon Master for Dungeon Sphere on Wednesdays. And I will be playing Pipperin Timothus Babios Sparrowcaller. He is a halfling thief rogue, and he's a slimy guy. And then a fun fact about me is that I am 2 years away from being 30, and it crushes my soul every day.
Oh shit, are we doing a fun fact about ourselves or about
Happy
our characters?
birthday.
Whatever you want
just
to
any
do.
extra info. I just put fun fact, because everyone does a fun fact. But then I made it
Dev,
more
that
than-
doesn't.
Then
I'm-
I made my
I'm-
fact sad.
Oh, the fun fact is Melissa has a shirt that we made in...
Oh, I didn't even
What is
see it. I
called?
wasn't paying attention.
Oh no,
Jackpot.
that's
That's the original. Royalties have not been paid yet, but they'll be coming in the mail.
But So Patsy drew the face, but I'm the one that got the shirt. and the first words were "then perish." I didn't have to do anything.
I think I also wrote "then perish" too.
Oh, I think you did.
By the way.
So a full Patsy original.
Yeah. So I just pressed OK.
And it's
through.
beautiful because I've never had my face on a shirt before, so it's great.
You do now.
All right.
I
I'm
do
done.
now.
My fun fact is over.
You're done. I didn't like your fun fact, Dev, because you know what? I'm a year and a half away from freaking 40. I don't like it.
Happy birthday.
Ta-da!
Anyways. Next in the Zoom order is Heather.
Hi, I'm Heather. I play Glimmer. She's an Earth Genasi wild sorcerer. I had a fun fact about Glimmer because she's a lot easier to think about than I myself am.
You can do Glimmer if you want.
I do not like the mortifying ordeal of being perceived. Glimmer's mom is a mountain, and it's awesome, and her mom is proud of her, and it's fine.
Love it.
My fun fact is that none of those are true for me personally. Anyway.
Your mother isn't a mountain in real life?
No.
Disappointed.
Right?
Don't you hate when your mom's not like a full unit?
God, Mom, you're not even a mountain. My life sucks.
God.
Standards are crazy.
You don't do anything for me.
Next person I see is Patsy.
Hello, I'm Patsy. I used to play Error, who was an Azamar not barbarian. I can't think right now, I'm sick. He was an Azamar monk, but now I'm playing Suliya, who's a halfling wildfire druid. And I'm actually torn between two fun facts, so you guys pick one or two, I guess, and I'll tell which one
I have a
it is.
D2.
Okay, my second fun fact is that I have over 1,000 hours of Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Lovely. And then Wyatt.
Hi, I am Wyatt. I am playing Zenus Aphelion. He's a satyr, College of Eloquence bard. Fun fact about him is he's a twink again, and there's two of him.
Yay!
Yeah. Fun fact about me. I had a patty melt today. That was great.
Very fun fact.
Honestly, let's do something light. Let's keep it light. Let's keep it fun.
Like crazy.
Easy breezy, beautiful. Zenus Aphelion.
Yeah. Other fun fact about Zenus is he may have gotten a feat out of being duplicated.
This is also true.
Huh?
What?
Gee, Zenus, how come there gets to be two of you and you get a feat?
Well, I don't know. I only get the feet because they are two of me. If I go back together, maybe I have to break. I don't know what that. I don't know what that entails.
We'll find out. It'll be great. But
removed.
moral of that story is do cool stuff, and I'll give you cool stuff.
Get old forcibly.
That doesn't count. You did that to him. None of that was.
I mean, I got a cool stick for being friendly, so
Yeah, you got a really fucking cool stick.
Hey, sometimes you get a stick, sometimes you get duplicated.
by an evil
That's
hag.
fine. Vanillia's got two slots that she gave us.
She does have
brought
two
them back
slots.
to the material.
And
plane.
her dad.
And her
Yeah.
dad.
That's
Yeah.
correct. And then last but not least, Yuri.
I'm Yuri. I go by they, them. I will be playing Castor, who is a rabbit folk, or Heron technically. Wild magic barbarian, who also uses they, them, and is following the barbarian tradition of being a thought. The hottest non-binary rabbit I could make, based more off of the rabbit folk, the Viera, I think they're called, from Final Fantasy 14 and 12, I think, or 9. There's a bunny, they're like people, but they got the bunny ears and the bunny tails and the high heels. That's Castor. Fun fact, Castor's got a twin named Pollux. They're based off of Pollux and Castor the Geminis, which I am. I too am a Gemini, and my birthday is in exactly 21 days.
Ooh.
Also happens to be Memorial Day. And
Happy
I'm going to go to an
birthday.
escape room for my birthday.
Ooh,
Very
that's
excited for that.
Fun. Very,
Other fun fact, I'm eating Nerds clusters, and I accidentally swallowed one, and I'm choking to death. So, the facts keep on coming.
Fun
facts.
Fun time. Okay, well, now that we have met the players playing characters, let's jump right into the game and meet the characters that these players are playing.
Woo!
Right. Yes. Also, Roxy, I know.
Oh.
Sad.
Let her hug. Let her
You have
hug.
fun facts to
Let
share.
her hug.
She will be back. Don't worry about it. But as we jump in today to the very first episode of Rhez, Lorei, the Color Guard Chronicles, let's start with, it is still Klangray, the 5th month of the 1002nd year since the rise of Kuzlund, the Dwarven Empire. It has been 300 years since the Elven Armistice, creating the current World Accords, and 20 since the Orcish incursion. Kuzlund and her city-states have thrived, bringing magical technology to the masses. The tentative alliance between the dwarves and elves gave a new name to the world, Rhez Lorei, and encompasses 2 continents, filled with cities, people, and the happenings those cities and people bring. We open on a beautiful day here in Lodir, a medium-sized city on the Dwarven continent, home to the largest festival of Valkana celebration in Rhez Lorei, recently passed. Folks, mostly dwarves, but quite a few tall folk as well, go about their business, some listening to the music wafting from the magic mouth speaker system, others chatting with friends and neighbors in this peaceful hamlet. Solid, dwarven-built structures line every street, with a symbol of Valkana, an ethereal hand reaching down to grasp the dwarven one from below, adorning most of the windows, doors, signpost. Just about anything that can hold it does. A newsboy calls out headlines. Census takers making their rounds. Mayor celebrates safe return of kidnapped daughter with re-election campaign rally this afternoon. Prospective participants in the Hail Axe Games arriving throughout the week. This morning, an Earth Ganassi, freshly returned from the Feywild, Vesipisara, returns home with a new friend in tow, and a sentient staff and an unreadable book also in her possession. Heather, would you like to describe Glimmer?
Okay, so Glimmer is an Earth Genasi, and basically she, like, on the outside looks very, like, nondescript, like a rock. But she does have, like, a part of her face has kind of been, like, chipped away, and it looks like the inside of a geode. Now, in Amethyst again, we are no longer blue. We have passed that moment of our lives.
Mm-hmm.
Until we turn blue again.
Yeah, well, it's already happened twice now, so, like...
Just more blue.
One more time.
We roll a D100, but we land on the same stupid shit every time.
Beautiful. And Dev, would you like to describe
Yeah. He's just this little guy. Scruffy. Got some clothing that, might help him disappear in the dark.
Leave him alone, he's just a baby.
He usually has like a little toothpick in his mouth or
Just a little
something.
guy.
Chewing on something. Spits on the ground a lot. Sometimes picks at his nose. Flicks it. Sort of slightly like bulbous nose and rounded features, and he's Pip.
Beautiful. And you guys have arrived at the Rune Spire. The 2 of you by yourself. No more former adventuring party. And as you open the door, an unexpected familiar face, one you thought remained in the Feywild, is making breakfast. Wyatt, if you'd like to describe Zenus.
Yeah. Zenus has returned to his very youthful appearance of kind of like bright mint green hair. He's standing upright, kind of at his full 6-foot height. His horns look gleaming and polished. He looks very put together. He currently has on an apron that reads "Kiss Me Cook" on the front of it, as he's frying bacon and putting the finishing touches on a very nice brunch for Glimmer when she returns home.
Which she has done.
All right. I think Glimmer like opens the door and she sees Zenus. This might be different than the last session. Shut up.
Just go with it.
Leave me alone. I have a bad memory and it's been a while.
If I recall correctly, running tackle.
Yeah, I was gonna say she probably like freezes for a moment and then it like registers that she sees Zenus and she just fucking careful of the stove. We're not trying to cause any fires here.
I'm
But
burning
she just-
down the library.
And then they died. The end. Bye everybody.
Game. GG.
But yeah, she just kind of like launches herself at him in a hug. She goes, I thought you were going to stay in the Feywild with Era.
Well, I just woke up here. I don't know what you're talking about, any of that. I just woke up. I'm young again. I don't know what happened, but hey, you must have found Bimini or somebody.
We did. You did a hot. You spoke to. Fuck.
Now, what do you mean?
No, I
by-
can do this. Kirstuli, you spoke to
Oh.
Kirstuli. We freed Bimini, and you decided to stay with your lover, and I mean, and now you're here. Yay!
So what do you mean by
Yay!
young again?
He
I was
very
old for a very long time.
He was so very old.
Can I get a little of what you got for that?
I'm sorry. Do you mean you want me to age myself up again by, I don't know, 30 years?
No.
You are into some very strange things, Mr. Pipperin.
No.
Who is
I'm
this?
saying whatever
Okay.
you use to get younger.
Oh, sure, not a problem. You just have to go to the Feywild. You
Never
can
mind.
tell them
Last time was in the Feywilds. Wasn't a good time.
Oh, well, you went to the wrong place then. It's always a wonderful time.
Yes, our entire party has a fantastic time the whole time. There were no throwbacks at all.
I had a wonderful time.
Yeah.
Literally doubles over in pain.
Psychic damage out of nowhere. Just
It's like, did you guys ever watch Fairly Odd Parents, where when the girl was like upset that her friend wasn't nice to her, she'd like, ah!
Mhm. Might I ask who you randomly brought home, Glimmer?
This is.
I can introduce myself.
Yeah, that's probably best. I don't
My
actually know who you are.
My name is Pipperin Timothus Babio Sparrowcollar, and your friend Roswell sent me. I'm doing this as a favor. Looking out
Oh.
for Toots over here, so.
Oh,
He thought she was
okay.
gonna be all alone, but look, you're here.
Yeah.
But,
I
you know, I'm
am-
still obligated to my word with Roswell. But if I wanted to, stop this little arrangement, I would have to find Roswell, and he's really hard to find, actually.
Yeah, that is very true. He had a surprising ability to disappear.
Yeah.
Which is very odd, because he's almost 7 foot tall. I don't know how
A
exactly
very
he did it,
sneaky
but
large man.
it was very impressive. Oh, see, they let you keep Suliya Stava?
Yes, and now she has become whole. They have become whole, so it is no longer just Suri and Yustava. This is Suri Yustava.
Oh. Well, that's wonderful. I made bacon, and mimosas are obviously chilling in the fridge. You set yourselves down, I'll finish up, and then we can talk all about all the wonderful things I apparently did. That I have
Yes,
no...
you were quite impressive. Except now it seems that you do not remember what you did.
No, I remember the fight against the hags, and then I remember waking up here. I just assumed they transported me here and made me younger, and I'd have to deal with that at a later time, but...
Interesting.
It sounds
I
like a
guess-
classic split personality situation.
Well,
Your personality
I'm
split, not the other way, not the other place. Oop. He's playing with an apple.
Can you please set that down? I had the cornucopia arranged mighty impressively, and now everything... Look, there are oranges on the ground. What have you
I
done?
take a bite of it.
Yes, we need to be careful with this man. He sneaks into our home regularly.
What?
Yes.
Oh, so you're a snitch, eh?
Oh no, this is my best friend. I tell him everything.
This is very true. Also, why are you sneaking into people's homes?
Why aren't you?
Because I have manners and good taste.
We get invited into places that we go.
That is very true. I'm a
I'm
smooth
very
talker.
proud of this
You
fact.
play by a script? I play by a script. But it's a different musical, sweetie.
Are we in a musical? I did not prepare a song.
Oh, darling, you never need a song.
I'm not very good at dancing.
I'll lead. It's fine.
All right. Pip's just gonna walk past Zenus and into the tower.
Oh.
What are you bringing? Strange. Okay,
Stranger
you know
man.
what?
Just showed up and he looked so small and I had to take him home, Zenus. He was lost in the law.
Oh dear.
Bye, Yuri.
Can we keep him? Also, I think it's better if we know where he is, just because it alarms me that he just kind of sneaks around.
You're right. Doran's not advanced enough to be able to handle this. He was barely capable of handling the two of us, so I'm sure I turn off the stove and set the bacon to the side.
At the sound, or at his name, Doran, who is in the, well, it's a circle because it's a mage tower, but in the corner, Doran is sitting heavily poring over a book, and you just hear, hey, and then he goes back to the book.
I said what I said, Doran.
Did we lie? Did we speak a falsehood?
He's back, buried deep within a book.
There he goes. All right. Where
Glimmer
is...
pours some very strong mimosas.
Just one for the road as we go trek. Zenus goes off following wherever Pip is walking to right now.
And as Zenus leaves the room, Glimmer, you hear in your head, Day 10, are you back yet?
Hello?
We are wondering if you have made it back safely. I don't know if I did that right. Come see us at the color guard when you can.
Who is this? How did you get this number? This is a closed line!
You do recognize the sending spell.
Can I tell who it's from?
It was Runar, and I was counting words, so it didn't give it in his voice, but it was Day 10! Have you arrived back yet? Blah, 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 that kind of voice.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was Runar, who you recognized from the color guard.
Zenus!
But
We got it! Zenus!
You see Pipperin find the toilet, and he enters the room and slams the door.
oh, sweet Jesus.
Wait, we can never go in there again.
I minor illusion a do not enter sign onto the door. No, not a do not enter, just an occupied sign on the door. And start playing some light instrumental harp on my lyre, just as I'm just trying to
relax.
no, just to drown out the sounds for myself.
Melissa,
Yes.
while I'm in there, I would like to open the door and then climb out the window and inspect other windows. See what I can see.
Give me, Roxy, that is not an appropriate place. You know where to sit. Thank you. Give me an acrobatics check.
All right.
Because you don't have a climbing speed, do you?
No, but my second story work means that I gain the ability to climb faster than normal, so it no longer costs me extra movement, and when running, making a running jump, I can cover 3 more feet.
Cool.
My acrobatics was 23.
Cool. You are able to sort of zoop around the building. Hold on one second.
doing my own theme song while I'm doing it.
So you had climbed up to the
Broad
second.
daylight.
The bathroom is on the second floor.
Mhm.
You had climbed up there, and as you go around, you see 2 bedrooms. You see a sitting room, and you see a area with lots of books at the library area. If you are you climbing up or down?
I'm climbing up.
Okay.
Is there anything of value that might stick out to me?
The rooms are Zenus's and Glimmer's.
Oh, Yuri, if you're
So-
talking, we can't hear you.
So whatever they have in their rooms, you see there. The books look like general mage books. Sitting room's got a big old table, and several chairs. When you climb up, you see another. On the 3rd floor, you see another large table with a large bound book on it. You see small pile of. You see this big open room. You see a small pile of gems. You see one of those like large globes that like spins and it has this thing. You see oh god, it was named when I made this thing. What is that thing called? It's like the big old compass thing with the spinnies and
Astrolabe?
Astrolabe?
yeah, that. You see one of those, and you also see a large glowing. Can't think of names of anything, but like one of the like multi-person crossbows that's like on wheels.
Oh,
Ballista?
yeah.
Yep, ballista. Except for it's like maybe a 2-person ballista.
Alright. I just wanted to scope out the place. I'm gonna go back to the bathroom. Flush the toilet. I don't know if it's just a hole in the ground or whatever. And then I'll leave
It's a full normal
Okay.
bathroom.
Yeah, so I'm gonna sneak back in the bathroom, flush the toilet, wash my hands, and then leave the room.
All right, so Pipperin picks his nose, but also washes his hands.
I'm hygienic.
Good to know.
But yeah, you get that message from Runar, and then we are going to cut away to, meanwhile, a flashback. A rabbit folk drives a kobold war machine, dwarf and halfling tending to a young dwarven girl in the back, who's sitting stoically while stretching out, released recently from her bindings. Castor could give me a perception check. You are muted this time now, Yuri. I don't know.
It looks like even muted, you can definitely tell just the string of curses. Because that's also how I deal with tech.
Okay, how about now?
We can hear you.
Yay!
Yay!
Okay,
I found my missing dice.
that's
Yay.
weird. Let me get. I know. Get out of here. 1 second. I did not open my character sheet.
Retro.
I forgot I needed to do that. You said perception?
Yes, please.
18.
18.
12 plus 6.
Yeah, as you hear from the back, the little girl go,
Yeah, home. We're going home.
and
As I like bulldoze over trees on like that.
and yeah,
Not
you
the
notice,
surprise.
you do notice her kind of stretching out, little, yes, and, we cut back to present. A rabbit folk The same that rescued the mayor's daughter from the kobold kidnappers and made friends with the kobold war machine. In the process, goes about their morning. Yuri, if you'd like to describe Castor.
Castor is a very statuesque rabbit folk. They have olive skin and brown hair that falls over their left eye. 2 very tall, furry rabbit ears. They stand about 6'3". The ears are another 7 inches, so 7'10" full height. They have like a bodysuit on that just like smooths their entire front, so you can't really see what's going on any there. They have a sheer like wrap around their waist that flares behind them as they walk on these digigrade legs, so like those cool like animal legs. Just makes them like a little extra taller, with a huge like long straight great sword on their back. They walk very purposefully, very intently, eyes fixed, know where they're going.
And where is that?
Wherever, I don't know. Where are we going?
So Castor's still working for the color guard, so that may be their first stop in the morning. It is still relatively early in the morning.
Yes, after waking up to do like a couple of 100 push-ups, what every barbarian does in the morning.
And some box jumps.
Yes, I can confirm that as
Bernadette. Yeah, every barbarian wakes up and does like 2 hours of just straight workout. Just to like, it's like their morning stretches. I'm on my way to the color guard. I have a protein shake in hand.
Beautiful. Yeah, and you're hearing the magic mouth speaker system doing the morning announcements, and like flipping between that and like the like when you wake up you hear the morning there's a morning song like do 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 do, that you know that song?
Yeah.
That one that goes in the morning to that wakes people up and stuff, and then it kind of goes to just a standard music that is just constantly going in town. But yes, you eventually make it to the color guard. And when you get in, I assume you go in.
Yes.
I
I stop and I do say good morning to
Max.
Max. Maxwell, my war machine.
Mm-hmm. And he says it is a good day to run over some kobolds.
Yes. Hopefully we'll get you out of here soon and we will run over as many kobolds as you desire. And then I walk up the stairs.
Perfect. Yeah, and as you go in, Runar is in the main foyer. Can I ever say this word? No, foyer.
Foyer.
And says, Castor, it is so good you're here. I do believe we found a new adventuring party for you.
Oh, wonderful.
So if you will just, I don't know, we have snacks in the kitchen if you'd like to wait.
I go find somewhere to do pull-ups.
Who needs snacks when you can be a snack?
Yeah. Yeah. Still have 2/3 of protein shake to get to.
Beautiful. So yes, back to Glimmer, Zenus, and Pip. You've received the message from Runar. Well, what would you like to do?
I mean, I told Zenus, I think, about it.
I'm now sitting at a table with my feet up on the table and my hands behind my head.
And Glimmer does still have that book that you cannot read. And Suliya Stava does have those letters on that are now legible now that you've come back to the material plane, though you cannot read them.
Okay. Well, I got this strange message from Mr. Runar, who is the one who sent us to the Feywild in the first place. So I suppose that we ought to go and tell him mission accomplished, and also that we did not get the treasure necessarily that he promised us.
Are you gonna get paid for that?
Well, he said that we would find treasure along the way, and we did. I found Suliya, which is nice for me, but like overall for the group, it kind of seems a
Let me
little
get
bit
this straight.
unfair.
You agreed to do a job without getting paid?
I'm sorry, your feet are dangerously close to the quiche, and I just slapped them off the table. I was polite for several minutes, but now I cannot stand it any longer. Please get...
We did such a good job, too.
Thank you, I've really grown.
I'm just asking the necessary questions here.
He
Why?
told us that we would get paid along the way, but he didn't have any money to pay us himself. I think it's kind of more of a you get what you find kind of situation.
Mhm. He's looking for other bigger items. He was going to pay us if we were able to locate that, but the only thing I got was about 60 extra years of age, which I didn't need. But in terms of other things, we were able to right those wrongs, and clearly the only thing left here to really worry about is why your feet are back on the table.
We also have this strange book and the weird words on Suliya.
Zenus will pull Glimmer aside and just, why are we volunteering information to him? I trusted Roswell because I knew Roswell. I don't know him.
But you know Roswell, and Roswell knows him, so by the transitive property, you also know Pipperin.
Darling, you know some of those words are too big for me to understand.
That is how friendship works. If you're a friend with a friend, it's a friend.
Okay.
With friends like these, who needs enemies, yeah?
He's little, what can he do?
You saw what Vinley was able to do, and the young child was only 12.
Well, she was little because she was young.
Well, still. Whatever. If we get robbed, you will have to cross that bridge when you get there.
I will take responsibility if we get robbed by the small man.
Are you done talking about me over there? I didn't hear
No,
a
I'm
word
going
you
to-
said.
I've always been bad at hiding my emotions.
It's okay.
Yeah, they're meant to be felt.
It's endearing. Well, either way, we can't leave him here with Doran. So we have to bring him with us. So he might as well know where and why we are going.
Oh, fine. I'm taking a mimosa for the road.
Oh, that is obvious.
Summer's already got it. You wanted it. Yeah.
Of course, that is what we are doing.
We clink the glasses. And Zenus will turn back over to Pip and just say, all right, we're going out. And since you have to look after Glimmer, you have to come with us.
That's accurate.
That sounds
Wonderful.
like he has to be my babysitter? Okay.
Zenus will usher everybody out of the spire and leave Doran in the corner with a piece of bacon just sitting on top of a very large, expensive stack of books.
I'm gonna distract him and steal that piece of bacon.
I'm watching you like a hawk.
If you want to know my sleight of hand check, that's a 20.
He's very trustworthy.
As I'm biting into the bacon.
So as you guys leave, do you head to the color guard, or are you going somewhere else first?
Spread the bacon, please. Sure.
I'm good just to go to the color guard. Did you guys have anything you needed to do on the way?
I don't. Zenus would just want to get...
Okay.
Well, I can't get away, so we might as well just go to the thing that might give us an option.
Just as a reminder, this is what Here in Lodir looks like. Oh gosh, I have it in the thing. Where's my buildings of Here in Lodir's retreat? Hold on. Roxy, you are ridiculous. Buildings in here in Lodir. Okay, I think I've shared this with you guys too. The buildings in here in Lodir. So all the letters mean a building. So the color guard is the C. Believe the mage tower is the M. So you guys don't have too terribly far to walk. So yes, you guys head toward the color guard building. You see the large tented object outside of the door. Would you like to go in, or be good?
Probably knock first. Hello, I got a very invasive message from you.
Zenus just walks in.
Yeah, you walk in, and where is Castor doing pull-ups?
I would assume probably in the sitting area they've grabbed onto like a door frame, not the main frame, but like one of the side frames.
I love this idea that this over 7 foot tall rabbit person is doing pull-ups in what I would expect is a dwarf house.
Yep. You're like doing the like half folded over pull-ups.
Yeah.
So yeah, you.
Did I say 7 feet? Because I was trying to say 6'3", so like, I hope I didn't say over 7.
Oh yeah, you said 7'10". I was
7
like,
many. I mean 6.
6'10" with ears. 6'3" without ears.
3.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
with ears, 6. I hope I did not mean to say 7. My BEO.
We all just sat here and accepted this giant rabbit person.
All I want to do is see you turn into a giant rabbit.
So yeah, Castor, you see 3 people walk into the foyer area.
I see 2 people walk in. As established previously, Castor does not look under like 3.5 feet, so if you're under that, they cannot see you. Eyes forward, head on front. I drop down off my door frame and put my hands on my hips and go, so you're them then?
Them being
Your teammates.
oh,
Do we get
Runa
paid?
was.
Crap.
He doesn't speak for us.
Another of you. Frightened the floor started talking. Strange. Castor Canelli. It's nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too. I am Glimmer Ninen.
Thanks all around.
Zenus.
I will squat to shake hands with Pipperin.
Good to meet you.
Oh. I look at my gauntlet and I wipe it off on my lip.
I got lots of dirt underneath my fingernails.
I was not aware that we were going to be teammates. Is this for a game or?
Are you not adventurers? You look geared for it.
Well, we are. It's just, Runa was very vague in his message. Just said, was wondering where we were, and we said we'd come over and don't really know for what. So,
Walk past Runar to employ it?
He hadn't gone to a different room for a while. So, but yes, he comes back in at this point. Glimmer, Zenus, you have arrived home safely. Thank goodness. I was getting worried. It has been 10 days since we sent you to the Feywild.
Yes, quite a bit happened. Xenos got very old.
but it's fine. It's
And
fixed
so
now.
did Error. Error got very old, but not quite as old.
I think you guys had stopped by the color
Mhm.
guard before leaving, so he did.
Oh,
know
right,
that.
right.
He goes, Well, that seems to have fixed itself, though I see you seem to be missing a few. Though we have
yes.
a new person. Hello, young man. Who are you? And he's looking
The
at
name's Pip.
Pip. That was not the voice I expected.
What'd you expect?
Not that.
Not sure if I'm gonna be offended or not, but
does Glimmer have Suliya out or hidden
Yeah,
somewhere?
I mean, I was kind of expecting it to be like the length of like a walking stick, so I don't think
Mhm.
she really could have it put away, but she probably like holds on to it
so
pretty
the height
closely.
And he goes, "That? Did you find one?
Excuse me?
One of the Lifebinder prophecy?"
No, this is Suliya. They protected Bimini, but now they are my friend because Bimini has been sufficiently protected.
He goes,
Pip is gonna elbow Castor. Did she just call that stick her friend?
Stick is my friend.
Anytime Pip ever talks to Castor will squat down to be.
How to talk to short people.
and
It's so
as
big how not to talk to short people.
as Runar says the Lifebinder prophecy, Glimmer, in your head, you get this sense of confusion, but also a passing familiarity from Suliya.
Does that mean something to you, Suliya?
I don't. It's familiar, but
But not too familiar.
I don't know why.
I thought you were created by Bimini.
We were,
So
but Mini can have more than one name.
how many names do they have? What else do they do?
That feels like personal information.
Okay, do I need to like read the journal?
What form do I have to file?
Suliya says, we have occasionally there's something with the bovine.
Ow.
Also, can we all hear this, or is this just Glimmer's been staring at her stick?
This
I
is
feel
just
like
in
Glimmer
Glimmer's head.
speaks. I feel like Glimmer speaks out loud, so you're only catching like half.
Oh, so she
She just
talks to
A
the stick
cow?
now.
I mean,
Yeah.
people who have gone through traumatic events can form attachments to inanimate objects,
You know
perhaps.
what, you're right.
the
We
stick is my
Let her
friend,
process.
and they speak to me, and we have been through a lot together.
That part is true. I
We
did witness some
support ya,
fog.
toots.
I'm sure you have, darling. Take your time, and Castor will stand back up and just like put a comforting hand on Glimmer's shoulder.
As Glimmer is chatting, if
She's gonna get a little bit grumpy, and she's just gonna look at Runar. She's like, "Can you read the weird words on Suliya, and can you please tell them that they speak to me, they answer me, I am able to hear them speak, and I am able to cast some very impressive magic using their abilities to guide me."
as you're saying that, Pip, Castor, and
Yeah.
Zenus
Yeah.
can do a perception check, and this is one if you'd like me to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a
What
plus
is-
5.
Okay. What did Castor get?
24.
24 and
I'm too distracted
7.
by this whole stick thing.
Yeah, Pip does not notice, but Castor and Zenus. And Zenus, you'll recall this from way back 10 episodes ago in Fountains of Vesipisara. There's a map on the wall with various weapon, like caricature drawings. And Castor clocks this too, something that Castor's seen a bunch of times but hasn't really paid much mind to it. But as you're looking at this map, you catch a glimpse of Suliya. And Suliya is on the map.
I walk over to examine the map further.
And as you're looking, you're seeing like the It's Always Sunny conspiracy board. Strings everywhere, connected to weapons, connecting to different points on the map, and the one connected to Suliya. Zenus, if you're looking at this, you'd recognize it as very close to the place where you guys went to Vesipisara.
Was in the original, when we went to the bar, kind of in pursuit of some item, I don't know if it, were we looking for Suliya, or were we looking for something else?
You guys were looking for a powerful artifact.
Oh. Wow. Way better than I thought we would.
We did it. Check that one off the checklist.
Is there like a post-it note or like a space to like do a little check? Can I do a little check on the not enough to like mess with the full board. I just want to like
yeah, there is a little spot where you could theoretically put a check mark, yes, if you'd like.
I would love to. Can I sleight of hand it to
go for it?
Ooh, 17.
Runar does clock you, but does not say anything. Because as you are doing that, Glimmer is what did Glimmer say to Runar?
She asked if he could read the words on Suliya. I feel like she's very like lax with her movements with Suliya, so it's just a lot of like, can you look at these, and like almost like wax Pipperin.
And as you do that, you hear in your head, I don't want to be sick. We don't want to be sick.
Sorry, Suliya. I got excited and maybe a little bit riled up.
But Runar looks. It looks vaguely elvish. But I speak Elvish and I can't. I think I know someone who might be able to help.
If you say Dora, and I'm going to walk out the door.
And
walk out the door and
we were just there.
And Runar casts another sending and says, I think I have something that you might want to, or that you could be of assistance with. And Patsy, who does he send this message to?
He sends it to Suliya, a halfling druid, who's, I don't know where she'd be, but I'm
It's up to you.
She's probably just like either camping out in the woods somewhere, trying to follow a lead. Actually, that's probably where she is, yeah. Just like out in the middle of the woods.
Yeah, and as you are out in the wood, it's mid-morning, and you get this message from Runar, who you have worked with in the past, mostly translating some things, and you get that message. What would you like to do?
I'm used to this, right? Because I feel like if this is something that you're not used to, it's sort of alarming to just hear a voice inside your head.
Yeah.
So I guess that she gets up and she makes her way to. Did he give her a location, or is that something implied?
He's always at the Color Guard house.
Okay, so she's gonna just make her way to the Color Guard house then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and soon enough, Suliya arrives at the house, and Runar says, "Suliya, my girl, I have something that I think you'd be very interested in." And he says, "Glimmer, can you show Suliya?" And this is Glimmer, by the way, and Zenus, Castor.
Castor went to the kitchen to make a smoothie.
Okay. Castor's not there. What was your name again? It was entirely long. Talking to Pip.
My name's Pip.
That's shorter than I remember.
Yeah,
okay.
Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. Who's to know?
I feel like he's always shorter than you remember. Castor comes back with a smoothie.
Glimmer, can you show Suliya?
Oh, hello. This is Suliya. She is able to speak. You just are not good enough to hear them. She kind of shoots a look at Castor. I'm sorry that they did not choose you to be able to be privy to the conversations, but that does not mean that they are not happening.
Of course, darling. Perhaps some vitamin C would calm your nerves.
My nerves are fine.
Are you sure? Because you seem a little frazzled.
It has been a very long day. Okay, I thought I lost my best friend, and then they are back now, but maybe not the same. But I lost all of my other friends, and now you are here instead of Roswell. It is a very big shift. It's fine. Here is the stick.
You're right about
this is a lot to take in at once for one person.
Turns to Castor. You know, you're probably right about the stick, Fuzz.
Is that an affectionate nickname?
Yeah, because you work for the cops.
Looks like slime. Quite fair we are.
But Suliya, as Suliya looks at the staff, she recognizes, yes, it is Elvish, but it's an ancient Elvish, one that is familiar, and you're able to read it due to your friendship with, oh gosh, I have the name, Lian. Lion? I don't know. However you said that in your head, Patsy. Lane?
It's been a while since I wrote the backstory. Hold on. Where did I put it? I think it's like Google. Hold on.
Yeah, so
I got
she's
this.
Toots. You're Fuzz. That one right there? I'm gonna call him Music Man. And then, you know, this new one that just walked in, I'll come up with something soon.
But anyways.
Amuses you, I suppose.
It does.
Yes, you. It looks kind of like Lane, maybe.
Lane, yeah.
Lane. And you are able to read. I'm gonna put it in Discord for you. That on Suliya.
So the talking stick has the phrase, "The Orc Prince lives next to the Red Castle" written on it.
Orc? Is this like a riddle? And then the red house is the home to the dwarf, and the greenhouse has the axe in it. Is it one of those?
Was any of this hearing those words out loud? None of them.
Nope.
So the orc prince lives next to the who now?
The Red Castle.
I do a history check to see if any of this sounds familiar.
The green castle cannot be next to the blue castle.
Wait a minute. Someone got this written down somewhere?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And as yes, you do a history check, yes, if you'd like.
Everybody or
Castor for now. 6, no. But as you read that out loud, as Suliya reads that out loud, Runa says, yes, another clue. We've been collecting.
clue.
We've been collecting them. He says, yes, we have found 2 other clues. They are in the oddest of places. Picture frames, staves, apparently, family crests. We found one. He goes, we found. And this is what makes me laugh with what you just said, Heather. We have found the White Castle is next to and on the left of the Black Castle.
I knew it!
And we have found the Halfling Prince uses a staff.
Oh.
You know, I was about to ask you, how do you know that these are all connected? But it's pretty obviously that they are.
I'm a prince. I could be a prince.
So what
Sorry.
are you looking for? What is
I need a staff.
the end result of this?
He goes, and Suliya, you would remember this. He goes, remember that one of the first things we had you translate? And he pulls out the scroll that you recognize. And he reads it. The castles of the 5 princes are all in a row. Each castle built of a different color stone. In that time long ago, the 5 princes forever alone in their towers. Each with a different armor, weapon, and totem to guard their power. The question is, where to find the crown of the High King? It can be found in the castle of the dragon, O future king.
Melissa, can you go over the first 2 clues?
I will
Yes.
put this in Discord for you guys.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
It was the crown. What crown?
Who's posting it on Discord?
The crown of the High King.
Do
Sir-
you suppose you have all the pieces for your riddle, or are there still more missing?
He says, with this, we now know there's an orc and a halfling prince. There's 5 princes total, so I feel like we're missing some information.
Well, wouldn't there also be a dragon?
The castle of the dragon. So one of the,
Oh, not a tower.
yeah, so tower, castle, same difference.
No, because there's 5 castles.
It's
The dragon's castle, another castle in the equation, or?
Oh.
yeah, there's armor, weapon, totem.
We don't have anything about the armor or the totems, but we do know that the halfling prince has a staff.
Mm-hmm.
So there is a halfling prince, there is an orc prince, and there is a staff.
So there's 5 castles, which means there's 5
5 of it.
princes, 5, well, I suppose 5 races, 5 weapons, 5 armors, and 5 totems. That's 20 different clues. Of 5 colors, 25 different clues.
Meta knowledge,
Dragon.
there's 15 total clues.
15 total. It's the race armor, or not race. Race armor.
Totem. Weapon.
Yeah,
And
the
castle
dragon-
color. Castle color.
Color race.
The dragon is the totem.
Oh, the dragon's a totem.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Huh.
So you're looking for who holds the dragon totem because they are the High King.
Is something would
No thanks for that.
is there a check that Zenus could do with like knowing the number 5 and dragon, and they have 2 colors already, red and white?
Mm-hmm.
And
Could-
red. We know red.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right,
red
yeah.
and white and red.
Oh,
It's a
and
candy
black.
cane.
I'm sorry.
Candy
There's
cane.
3. We do know 3 colors. There's red, black, and white. Red, black, and white.
Oh, because of the clue, the White Castle. What was that one clue you said, Melissa? The
It's-
White Castle.
Next to and to the left of.
The Black Castle.
Oh. Is there?
Thinking's decision? I picked the wrong game to be a barbarian in.
I was gonna say.
at all.
Is there a check Zenus could do to? Because Wyatt has a theory. I don't know if Zenus would have a theory.
I will give you that this is just like there's nothing like real world analogous for this.
Okay.
It's just a
It's a riddle.
well.
Would it be like in any of the books in the Mage Tower that Glimmer might have read? Reading count.
Mm, give me a history check.
Yes.
Would I have heard anything from my backstory? Because I can read the language, but
Mm-hmm. Also, give me a history check.
17.
17.
Okay, which dice do I use?
There. You can't remember specifically any possible clues. You do recall some scribbling in margins of some of a couple of books. So perhaps something's there.
I got a 12.
12. You recall the pedestal that that broken relic stood on had writing that didn't make sense, but you cannot remember what it was.
Is it like a library nearby that we can like start looking up, researching?
There is a wonderful library at the Mage Tower.
Yeah, I saw it. It was lovely.
What do you mean by that? You were just in the water closet.
Yeah, of course I was.
But
Schrodinger's
Runar,
halfling, that's what they call me.
Runar says, we've been looking around here in Odir in the general area. And that's where we found these 2 clues. There may be more here that we haven't found, but we think the rest of them might be out in the world. Might have to search for them, find them, fight monsters. That's why we thought maybe
I'm all about fighting monsters because when you fight
You all would-
monsters, there's always treasure behind that monster.
I do have a question.
Mhm.
What is this for precisely? I think we've all gotten swept up in the riddle, but what does this do?
You like a good riddle.
Yes, but that's not
And-
a reason to run off into the wilderness.
We've
He
run into
says-
the wilderness for less.
I'm sure you have, darling.
He says, we think this answer to this riddle holds the key to the Lifebinder prophecy.
Did you tell us the life
Which
finder
is...
prophecy yet?
He goes, we only have bits and pieces of it. We have never been able to find the whole of it.
So then it is just for kicks and giggles.
And
Don't doubt a good
I think-
prophecy.
Glimmer, you hear in your head, again from Suri, Yustava. Perhaps that book has the answer.
Oh, you mean this book?
And you pull it out.
Young miss who can read many things. Can you read this?
The name's Suliya, and let me see it.
Chris,
you
you
are.
can read many things.
And as you're flipping through, it is in very similar language to the language on the staff. And after the first, couple pages, it opens up into this intricately designed page with, over the top of this paragraph says, the Lifebinder prophecy. And again in Discord, that's what is written that you can read.
Where did you find this?
We found it in the Feywild while we were rescuing the Mini and Zenus from being hideously old. Sorry, but you were.
None taken. I look much better now.
You do. You look. That's why I can say it, because you have recovered marvelously.
I didn't look too bad for a 90-year-old, though.
Well, for a 90-year-old, yes.
For my best friend, you looked very bad. Castor like to squat down next to Suliya and look over her shoulder and attempt to read the book.
What languages does Castor know?
Castor knows Common, Sylvan, and Giant.
Ooh,
You got
giant.
nothing. There are some occasional similar characters from the Sylvan and the Ancient Elvish, but Castor cannot read this. So,
What is your take on this, Miss Suliya? I mean, I see what, I can see, but your opinions as the expert?
Are you seeing what I'm seeing here? Obviously, I can read it.
Well, it's very clearly about the life-binding prophecy. Do you want me to read the passage?
Yes, just so the others may also hear it.
I see.
We have met so many wonderfully smart people, Zenus. Now I wish that I could read this book. I feel a little bit left out.
Well, we know many things that other people don't know.
Like how
They
to
just
make a
happen-
rocking mimosa.
That is very true. But they have other skills. I mean, that's kind of why we put together the team we did to go to the Feywild.
This is true.
Glimmer, give me a history test for me really quick.
History. That's a 16.
16. You are Glimmer does remember that you got this from the half rabbit, half dwarven girl. Was it the girl? I think it was a girl.
Mormir.
Mormir. That had mentioned that they got it from their family that had been passed down from generations from their family that had originally teleported to the Feywild from Lorei.
Teleported from Lorei. Does that mean anything to you, Miss Suliya?
Well, the passage itself does. It says, to quell the tide of those that seek to extinguish the transforming foundation, a convergence of like-minded existences are needed to bind their life. A life so bound may not have free course, but may be necessitated to occlude the emergence.
There's a lot of big words.
So it sounds like it's directly about the prophecy, but it's still very vague.
Runar says, yes, we had found a convergence of like-minded existences. That's what we've been looking for.
Have you had any luck? Have you found any like-minded existences?
We had not, but then he kind of gestures to Suliya. I feel like that's a good start.
Suliya, are you a like-minded existence? Does this mean anything to you?
They say, I can feel and you get this word or this feeling in your head of, they don't actually say it, but it sounds like siblings, or it feels like siblings.
Oh, you are looking for your family too. This is wonderful. Okay, we shall find your family. We shall find my family. It shall all be good. We need to find Suliya's family.
Who?
Did we
The
check
stick.
outside for other sticks?
This is a special stick.
There's a tree just around the
No.
corner.
No, look, can a regular stick do this? And then Glimmer's gonna cast mirror image on herself.
Hun, I think you do that. I don't
No, the
think it's
stick can do it. I cannot do that. I do things and then I blow up.
This is very true. I can attest to all of the things that Glimmer's saying.
You know, we all have strong emotional reactions sometimes, and that's okay.
Pip, you are talking about things that you don't understand. You've known Glimmer for, what, an hour, maybe two?
I'm just saying,
lived with her
generally.
since she was born.
Generally, it's okay for people to let their emotions out. If you blow up, you know, I won't judge you.
I turn away from Pip and I look at Castor. And I say, well, decent life advice from our young friend over here.
I mean, you said you would. Well, now that you've known Glimmer since she was born, had you gone? Were you always old and then you've gone backwards? I mean, she's a full-grown woman.
Well,
I have been alive for 3 full years now.
I was
Oh.
pulled. I was pulled from the Feywild when I was 26, something like that. When I got pulled from our incompetent friend back at the Rune Spire, from my section of the Feywild to here, it caused an emergence of some wild, chaotic Fey energy, as we are known to have, and resulted in the birth of Glimmer. So, as part of that, she has magical abilities as a sorcerer would. But one of those magical abilities she could not cast before, and now she can, and the only thing that has changed about her is the staff.
Suliya.
Yes, Sir Yustava. So, essentially,
Wait, are you saying if we go on this journey, I can get a staff like that?
well, the
I'm
that
in.
staff, if I'm presuming
staff.
correct. Oh wow, that was much easier than I thought it would be.
That's cool. Look at it.
Well, I have deep sympathy for you, Glimmer. My sibling is a sorcerer. I know how hard it can be. I suppose I'll join in on whatever this quest will entail.
It sounds like you guys need a translator, so.
Yeah, also, I don't want to be the only short person, you know?
Yes, I'm sure that's very important as well.
Much more important than a translator.
By the way,
He's another short
My
person.
name's Pipperin Timothus Bobios Sparrowcolor.
Bless you.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. Sparky.
You got a much more polite greeting than any of us did.
Well, I mean, he's got to make a good first impression. She's the only one down there with him.
Another is down there with all of them. Where is the other one? The one who wears the tinfoil?
Tin?
Runar is the aliens one.
Oh, okay.
Elmir had been putzing around in the kitchen. He's the smaller one with the giant round glasses.
Wait. Where do we start?
I was just about to ask that question. It seems as though somewhat random, right, Runa?
Runar says, well, the first place to start is the first step. And we do have a couple things that might be able to get you in the zone for adventuring and finding all sorts of fun stuff. First of which is we have a mysterious benefactor that would like a team to participate in the Halax Games preliminary tournament. And Castor,
Something exciting to do.
Castor, you would recognize the Halax Games, named after Hala Brightaxe, the dwarven goddess of victory and joy in battle, the equivalent of the Olympic Games in Rhez, Lorei.
Named after Halifax, my favorite gay seal at the aquarium.
Yeah.
That is such a specific, like, only tailored to, like, wow.
That is the most
impressive.
Yuri statement that has ever been uttered.
The aquarium. Yay.
The gay
And his name
seal.
is
People are like, why don't the seals have babies all the time? You're like, there's one gay seal in here who demands attention. That is why there is not babies. His name is Halifax.
So he says, we have that. We also, and he pulls out, Castor, it's a good thing you came today. And he hands you a letter. It's very fancy, ornate. It's got a wax seal that is like occasionally shooting off little puffs of glitter.
Oh, good. Another thing I absolutely do know how to read.
And as you open it up and read it, it says, Dearest Castor and friends,
Yeah.
I wish to show my thanks for you rescuing Sirsola. I forgot her daughter's name for a hot sec there. Sirsola, my daughter. Without you, she would not have been returned home safely, and I wish to throw a dinner party in your honor. This letter is a formal invitation inviting you and 4 of your closest friends.
This number, there was only 3 of us last time. Go off, I guess.
It was a blank RSVP. Just enter your number of guests in.
Yeah. To a dinner party at the mayoral estate 3 days hence.
When did this letter
Sincerely,
arrive?
sincerely yours, Mayor Lightbraid. Just this morning.
Oh, good. I have an invite from the mayor for rescuing his daughter.
Her daughter.
Rescuing her daughter.
Wow.
I suppose everyone should put on their nicest outfits, and in 3 days, put on your nicest outfits, and we'll go see the mayor.
This is it. Are you saying this isn't nice?
Pipper,
Oh,
do you need
darling.
me to buy you clothes?
Yeah.
Oh, that's something
I do.
montage. This will be so exciting. We will zhuzh you up.
Finally, I've
What does shoes
been
mean?
cringing internally every second I look down at you.
I thought I was the only one.
Now,
Oh, we're gonna get along well.
so you said
and then
dinner party?
Yeah.
I like dinner.
And also, the letter is full of glitter. If anybody wanted that.
Oh, I'll take it.
um,
And Zenus will just put his hands underneath it.
everyone can give me a history check with the mention of the glitter.
11.
To let us know if we're aware that it gets everywhere.
How about glitter?
9.
6.
3.
We've never seen glitter. It's a brand new invention.
Oh my
Natural one.
god, you killed one of my siblings!
21
for
for
this.
Zenus.
Natural one.
Nat 1. Oh my god, you got
And this
Nice.
was
Was I the highest at 11?
I think you were.
I do have a feature from my
Go ahead.
background as a court functionary. So I know your knowledge of how bureaucracies function let you gain access to the records and inner workings of any noble court or government you encounter. You know who the movers and shakers are, whom to go to for favors you seek, and what the current intrigues of interest in the group are. Would this kind of be within his?
You roll with advantage.
Okay, thank God.
I
This is going in jail.
would love to participate in the Halifax games.
Is that another one?
No, it's a 2 for a 6.
Okay. I have Tides of
Jail.
Chaos. Once per long rest, you can gain advantage on one attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
Feel free to use that if you would like.
Oh,
If you
We're
want to
gonna
use it
die.
on Zenus, you can. If otherwise, you can use it on yourself.
Oh shit! I clicked it. I
Stop
clicked it
rolling
as
the
you
D&D
said
Beyond.
that.
I don't know what's happening with
Oh.
Here's maybe
It's
I
a
should.
big
Maybe we all
three.
switch.
Whoa.
You know what? I'm just gonna spend a luck point. Reroll.
Okay.
Thank God.
That is a natural 20.
Yeah.
Hey, we did it!
For a total of
10
21.
rolls later.
I think so.
I'm doing the
Castor?
mathematics in the air.
I think you are a little like. I feel like Castor would be slightly disgusted with the glitter bit of that. Like, why would a mayor in their official function, because it's got like the Here and Lo Dear letterhead, and so it's like an official letter, but like now it's got this glitter basically bomb on it with a thing. Pip, you recall before the Festival of Alcana, before everything went down with Sir Sola being kidnapped, Mayor Lightbraid was a very stoic person. Very no nonsense. And with that, we're going to take a break because it's 8:30. So we will be back in 10-ish minutes as I allow my players to percolate on that little bit of thoughts.
And percolate other things.
Yes. So we'll be back.
All right, we're gonna go to break, everybody. See you soon.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to After the Break of episode 1 of Rhez Lorei. So, we were just at our group has become a group! Woohoo! And that was a little, like,
We're a family.
teen boy voice change thing. Woo! Anyways, they've become a group to find out more about the Lifebinder prophecy and figure out what's going on with that. But before that happens, we have some things to sort out, like oh my god, where's my list? The mayor's house dinner party, and the mysterious benefactor to help you enter the Halax Games tournament. And also, Runar says, oh, I forgot there's one last thing. Zenus Glimmer, you guys may remember the Peabody Farm?
Yes.
Not the one with Anacointy, the other one.
Right.
The one with the,
The ones with
portal
the
to
hell.
Yes, the portal to hell.
So
He
much
goes-
better.
Is it back
He
open?
goes, it hadn't closed. We just had guards stopping the imps from coming out. But while we figure out what we needed to do to close it. But there has been an odd droning coming from it, and our guards keep on falling asleep, so we need to get that sorted out as well.
I'm listening to something.
And what are we getting paid? Because if we're gonna fight demons or devils, I'm gonna need some shmush. Some
He says
arugula.
the
Are you hungry?
Doreen and Sven, the Peabodys, they would like their farm back. It is a little preoccupied at the moment, and they have offered a reward. Yes.
Fun?
Yes. So, lots of things that you guys might want to do.
Well, there's 3 days until the dinner party where I get to meet a bunch of fancy people with a bunch of fancy stuff.
That is correct.
So how about in the meantime, we go take care of this little Peabody problem?
When do the games begin, and how can we contact this mysterious benefactor?
He says, I don't even know who the benefactor is. He just left the he left this. He has this bag on his hip. He says he gave me the coin required for the entrance fee, because the winner of the tournament, along with, Runar says, becoming eligible for the Halax Games, gets the prize pot of 1,000 gold.
Ooh.
Wait, you said we have to work to become eligible?
Yeah, there's qualifiers.
Ah, I missed it.
That's what that's what the tournament is. Yeah, he says you have to pay to get into the tournament. You win the tournament, and then you are able to go to the Halax Games for the group thing. And he kind of looks at Castor. Though you, Castor, might be interested in some of the solo participation games. Some of you else as well, maybe. But there are other games that do not require the participation entrance fee. The solo games are for city pride. Though people go around to multiple cities, it is a little silly, I think. But
Not to stop you, and no offense, but we need to know when it is.
this week,
Oh, all right. We got time to take care of the devil, the demon, the bad guy, terrorizing the cows. We
it's
do
a pumpkin farm, but yes.
We do that now. Then we do the dinner party. 3 days. Then we do the games in a week. It's a classic Rochambeau.
Don't know if that means what you think that means.
Well, he says, you probably want to go and 1 second, I didn't make up a name. Hold on. I need a name. You probably should go talk to Vondal Gimstein to sign up for the tournament before leaving town. he says that's the master ceremonies for the games.
Have you spoken to this benefactor at all? It just seems a little bit shady.
And do you have any dirt on him?
On who?
The mysterious benefactor. Dirt. You know, shady happenings in his past.
I think the having darts is exactly why he is a mysterious benefactor. And not just a Joe Schmo.
I know Joe Schmo. He's a good guy.
So-
Don't talk bad about him.
Castor, did you want to sign us up for the tournament, or I might have success talking to people?
I have never signed up for a group tournament. I've always been a solo act.
Oh,
My old traveling companions had no interest in games, only in drinking and fire.
huh.
And
Excellent.
breakfast.
Oh, they sound like
we
wonderful
love
people.
breakfast.
Breakfast a good deal as well.
Oh, let me tell you, I make a wonderful quiche. You will have to try it sometime. But
I was more a protein shake person myself, but
well, I could learn to
perhaps
make those.
we all go together to sign up as a team.
Perfect.
Protein shake.
I have a smoothie. It's mostly whey powder, but still a smoothie.
It counts.
Wonderful. Well, in
Very
that case, Vuna, you can tell the Peabodys we're on our way. And if we could get the gold just to sign up for the tournament, and everything will be just fine.
Yep, he gives you the bag. And if you'd like, you can do perception check.
Yes, please.
Yes. 17.
Are we? I'm sorry. Are we all doing one?
You can if you'd like.
I love the thud on Patsy's dice. It just sounded so like you're just like, I'm
It's a
rolling.
middle D20. I can't
I
help
love it. It's
It's a
beautiful.
15, by the way.
I got a 17.
Yeah, as you grab this bag, it is tied together with it's got a little string and it's got a little circular metal piece kind of holding the string together, and on sorry, let me is this oh, it is to everyone. Beautiful. On the coin, you see this symbol. I don't know if it opened up for you guys or not, but you see that symbol.
Is it this weird looking T?
Yes.
We've seen this before, haven't we?
Yes.
Where are you seeing this?
It's in Roll20 under the handouts.
The mysterious symbol.
There it is. Yep. Okay, now I
usually
see
it
it.
pops up.
I clicked on it to hopefully pop. Oh, you know what I could do? Bam.
There it is.
Hey, a Glimmer.
Friends of the Feywild is what that means.
Did you say that out loud?
I think I would say it quietly to Zenus.
Oh.
Zenus, do you remember this symbol? It is the Friends of the Feywild.
As you say that, oh gosh, where's my thing? I have it somewhere.
Hey, Glimmer, when
Put
you
it
get a
in.
second, I want to talk to you.
Oh, okay.
Here we go.
Mano y mano.
Runar says, Friends of the Feywild.
Oh, yes, they were a.
Interesting. And he pulls out a little notebook and writes that down.
Was that? Did that come up in the last session?
It was session
That might have
9.
been. Yeah, that might have been post-split for Zenus.
Yeah, I don't think Zenus.
I'm trying to remember if I succeeded on the initial check.
I think Glimmer would recall it was on the wrist of the woman.
Yeah, Kimura.
Yeah, Kimura.
But Zenus had seen it before.
Yeah. Because Kimura, Mormir, brings to mind of a story from childhood of a place where fae shouldn't go, or else they become boring. Dome with green grass, people who came out were originally non-fae mixed together. So it's if fae stayed there for too long, they became humanoid, or at least non-fae. And then those that weren't originally from there had some fae lineage. If they spent time in there, but I don't know.
Yeah, as he's writing this down, you notice he seems to be writing on the bottom of a list.
Is there... What else does he have written on the list? Is it just like a bunch of other stuff?
The shopping list.
You see...
Beads.
Do you try to look hard, or do you just... Are you going to ask him about it? Basically, is my question.
I think it would just be like a quick glance. Just nothing like...
You see on this list, and it's kind of like Captain America's list of stuff he missed. You see Force 4. You see Found Fellows. You see Facetious Friends. You see Fighting 5, among other.
Was
You
it
really like the letter F, don't you?
2 F's? I thought it was 2 T's.
I suppose it could be either. Depends if you...
No, it's weird.
So yeah. But yeah, he doesn't unless you ask, he doesn't really mention it more besides saying, interesting. But yeah, what would you guys like to do?
Can I have my aside with Glimmer now?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna have us go somewhere where people can't listen in.
Glimmer casts a slightly frightened look back at Zenus.
You're just like, come on, I need to talk to you.
Okay. If I don't come out in 5 minutes, save me.
Can do.
Alright, now, Glimmer, listen. Roswell asked me to keep an eye on you. Which means if Roswell trusts you, then I trust you.
Yes, Roswell and I became very close in our time in the Feywild.
Yeah, so it's automatic. The rest of them, I don't trust.
Well, I do not know Castor or Suliya just yet, but you can trust Zenus. He was very good friends with Roswell.
About that, I think you're a little naive. Because if he stayed behind, this could be anyone. So I think you need to at least keep your guard up for a little bit, because I don't want to see you getting hurt. Because there could be any possible explanations. Changelings, disguises, a modified memory. So just be wary for a little bit. It doesn't have to be for forever.
But he is my Zenus. I trust him more than anything.
But your Zenus stayed behind. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, just dwell on that for a little bit. That's not what I wanted to talk to you about. Thanks for bringing that up. Anyway. They said that the glitter in that envelope was from the mayor?
The letter was from the mayor, so I assume the glitter was in there from him as well. It seems like an odd choice from somebody in a position of government.
It is. Because the mayor I know, and trust me, we've had conversations.
You know the mayor?
Yeah.
Like personally, or like you've been in his house too?
Her house.
Her house. I'm so sorry.
I'm not gonna disclose a few things. Liability reasons, you know. But
I don't trust everyone else, but you can trust me. But that is a liability, and I cannot disclose that information.
Listen, Toots. Listen. The mayor I know would never send glitter in a letter. Everything that she does, professional. She is chop, chop, chop. You know what I'm saying?
I suppose so. But perhaps the thrill of getting her daughter back filled her with such joy that she felt that she had to put in the glitter.
Yeah. No.
No. I do agree that I thought
if you know,
that
you know.
when
you know?
Sure.
Right.
I don't think. Okay.
Anyway,
I did think that the glitter was an odd
what I'm
choice.
telling
what
you,
color?
and only
Oh.
you, is that the mayor who sent that glitter, not the mayor I know.
Okay.
So
there's
that
two,
mayor's an imposter.
two changelings. Hold on.
If that mayor's an imposter, then your friend Zenus might also be an imposter. There might be something going on.
I will be. You have been very honest with me, Mr. Pipperin. I will be honest with you. I am not very good with the keeping of secrets or the hiding of things from friends. I will do my best.
Well, you're gonna have to.
Okay.
Because if he's not the man you know, and you let it slip that you're onto him, you know what I mean?
I'm going to die? Are you going to kill me?
No.
Okay.
It's just a possibility when things get hairy. And trust me, things get hairy a lot.
And Zenus tends to stay very well groomed, but I suppose that if we're out in the
All
wild
right,
for a
keep
while.
that in mind. If it's not Zenus, he's not going to be well groomed. Things like that. You got to make sure that he's performing like the man you know. I'm just saying. It's all to protect you. Because Roswell asked me to.
I appreciate it. I thank
bows.
you for the kids. Oh. I bow back.
You know, I should be a life coach.
I think you are confusing enough to be one, so.
All right, let's go back so that they don't get suspicious.
Okay. She just has like the biggest, like fakest, like.
Can I, as they come back in and I see this really big fake grin, can I make an insight check?
For sure. You want me to?
Yes, please.
What's your plus?
I believe it's a +5.
Have it roll a deception check.
Uh-oh.
Wait, I'm proficient in deception. Can I do something
22.
distracting to give
20.
advantage?
Actually pretty good at deception,
Okay, that's
even though she's written as a very, like, straightforward person. I got a 22.
Like, I'll obnoxiously sneeze very loudly to draw eyes towards me.
I would argue I have advantage on the check because I've been with Glimmer since birth. If you're going to argue disadvantage, Dev, I will do this all day
the 22
long.
was good.
I got a
Good.
22.
I don't know what I got.
That is a very odd smile that Glimmer came out of that room with.
I think Zenus raises an eyebrow at her. Just like...
Gives a very, like... It is all good. We are becoming friends.
Well, that didn't sound good, though.
There was a little wobble in that voice for sure.
When strange men take your 3-year-old to a different room and they come back and say, "We're friends now," that's never good.
Zenus just puts a pin in that thought.
Put it in the tickler file.
That'll come back later. Yeah, and Zenus will just nod at you and say, "Okay."
shall we go find this mysterious benefactor that has the strange symbol that we...
Well, weren't we going to the... But we were stopping by
You have no idea who the mysterious benefactor is. You were going to go to... I think you were going to go to the tournament.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Randall Gimstein, the master of ceremonies for the games, I think is who we put our money with to sign up, and then we need to go over to the Peabody farm to deal with whatever buzz and noise is coming from that portal.
Yes.
Castor has been bench pressing an armchair while all this has happened.
Zenus will have a minor illusion going of and like adding rep counts onto it in the air.
Beautiful. Yeah, so you guys make your way toward the center of town, where a coliseum has been erected, and you see a halfling, trim hair, shirt tucked into his trousers, clipboard, seems to be directing people outside of the Coliseum.
Am I familiar with him? Do I recognize this man, or is this a new game that's come to town?
This looks to be, you would recognize him as Vondal's assistant, Jeremy.
Jeremy!
Yes. Hello, Castor. What can I do for you?
I've come to sign up, and I've brought with me compatriots.
He says, he looks down at his checklist, because as you get closer, you notice it's a checklist. He says, Vondal should be in the skybox right now. He's got the sign up.
Wonderful. I immediately walk to the skybox.
Yeah, so you go in and it's full on like Roman Colosseum style, bench seating all the way up, awning over the top, with open air in the middle. And you do see a very ornate skybox at one end of the Colosseum, and you make your way there, and you see this dwarf that is very reminiscent to Stanley Tucci's character, Caesar. Frick, you know who I'm talking about, right?
Julius Caesar. We're
Yeah.
all familiar.
Just list Stanley Tucci.
Flickenstein, right? Something like
Flickman?
that. Flickman. Yep, Caesar Flickman.
Oh yeah, Caesar Flickman. Yep.
I looked it up previous. Yeah,
Mhm.
you see this dwarf, and he's got the slick back hair, and he's got a sequin jacket, and he's got cropped pants that with like thigh high boots, and he's got one like a little riding crop that he's like just like holding onto, and
He
he's
is
got
a fashion icon.
yes.
Zenus will use his cloak of many fashions before they enter, just to give it like a very elegant trim and like very ornate looking. Something flashy.
Oh,
Perfect.
Glimmer probably still looks all beat to shit from her time in the Feywild.
I mean, how long has Glimmer been home for?
Like, I think she got home, saw Zenus, and then they got the message and they were out.
Yeah.
No,
we can
there
say
were a few
that
days because Roswell had to leave and then send for me.
it was like
The way you
Boom, boom.
described it, it was immediate.
Oh,
It was boom, boom,
she
boom.
stepped through, had like a second and a half to be sad, and then Pip appeared.
yeah, it was, yes, for reasons. It's fine. But I probably like you guys didn't necessarily leave immediately, so Glimmer would have had time to clean up while you're still at the Mage Tower.
I don't have a fresh set of clothes.
we can always do the thing with the Peabodys and the pumpkins and the thing tomorrow after a nice rest. I'll make hot
Okay.
cocoa.
I do like hot cocoa, but I am okay.
Everyone
to go.
likes hot cocoa.
I do not care for hot cocoa.
Are you lactose intolerant?
No, I just don't care for it.
Oh,
Right.
Why waste your
Stop.
calories?
All right, Pro.
But yes, you enter the skybox, and Vondal Gimston says, well, what do we have here? Do we have more contestants for our little game?
Always. Who would not be delighted by the games?
We ain't just gonna be
And-
contestants, we're gonna be winners.
Well suit my very slick companion.
He says, I
Don't shake.
do
your
love a
head.
good underdog story, as he kind of looks at your group.
Underdog. Do you know to whom you speak?
Yeah,
I
do
thought we
you
had
know?
gone past this. Grimgald. What's your name?
Vondal Gimston.
Von Dawkins. I thought we were on better terms.
This is the
You
Castor.
know who I
He's-
am.
he
because I
says-
don't know you.
He says, Castor, I know you will always bring your A game, but I have never seen any of your other friends. This one with the exploded head?
Hey, that's rude
Who?
to point out. Don't talk about your head.
Vanda, I believe we may have gotten off on the wrong foot. Allow us to introduce ourselves. My name is Zenus Aphelion. My compatriot here is the lovely Glimmer Ninen from the Runespire. Both of us currently reside there. Our
Mhm.
other companions are, I will allow them to introduce themselves if they so wish.
I'm Pip.
And he,
The name's Suliya.
very nice to meet all of you.
Likewise, I've heard so many wonderful things about you.
He says, I do like to put a good word out. Oh, well, if you are here to join the games, I assume you have a team name.
Yes. Do.
Yeah, we're the
It's-
humans.
No,
We're from the color guard. Hugh.
no.
Glitter
I mean,
Oh,
really like
okay.
a little bomb, it makes a statement.
glitter. It's like Glimmer's just like so quietly like glitter bomb. It's glitter bomb.
We're the Glimmer Bombs.
What?
The glitter bomb.
The Glimmer Bombs.
The glitter.
My friend here says we're the Glimmer Bombs.
No.
Oh, no. Never mind.
We will make the biggest show you have seen. People will be talking about it forever. We are the glitter bombs. Impossible to get out of hair. It's never-
He says, I love it. This will go so well on the marquee. He goes, I assume you have the entrance fee then?
We do.
That here.
And he pulls it, does a quick little flip count.
Actually, it's gone. Pip's already stolen it. Just kidding.
I would smash you into the ground.
I will note
Never
that
steal from a fae. Never
I will note
steal
that if
from
you-
a fae.
if you
I don't
try
care who
to-
you are.
if
You
you
will
tried
die.
to open the pouch, it would not.
Unless it was him.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense. Enchantment.
And he does a quick flip, like he says 200 gold pieces. Perfect.
You always
He
come
goes-
prepared, darling.
Yeah, there's a lot of gold pieces.
He goes, okay, so we've got 7 other teams, for a total of 8.
So you're saying we're underdogs, right? So, I mean, what are our odds? 10 to 1? 30 to 1?
Would you allow the man to speak, Pipperin?
I'm sorry, I'm thinking about placing some bets on everybody, especially Castor here.
Well, that's wonderful for you, but we can keep some information to ourselves, darling.
He says, the format of this tournament is simple. You will be placed in a bracket against one of the other teams, and you will each fight a range of 10 possible monsters, and the team that is able to defeat them the quickest will move on.
Speed.
Does sound like fun.
Until we reach the final two teams, where we have the largest challenge of all. And my good friend, Frederick von Erikstein, has created quite the challenge.
Oh, my, that sounds mighty wonderful. I cannot wait to see what he has in store, and we do intend to be in that final two.
Now, are these real monsters?
He says, pulled from the farthest reaches of Lorei, from the swamps of Saltmarsh to the underwater caverns of Holderul.
The little unethical.
I was gonna say, can we just incapacitate them?
He says, not if they incapacitate you first.
Aye.
Wow, you have such a way with words, darling. I look forward to the challenge. I think it'll be wonderful.
He says, be back here 2 days hence.
2 days, alrighty.
So, and he says, now I have plenty of work to do. If you'll excuse me, and he
there is just
gestures.
the one other
Yes.
item. My colleague Pip did have the question about placing bets. I just want to make sure we circle back to that before we get out of your hair, just so we don't bother you in the future.
Yeah.
He says, well, no, it would be highly improprietous for the organizer to organize betting on participants. Now, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah, you're right. No, don't worry, Zenus. I know some people.
Again, some thoughts can be kept to ourselves. Thank you very much, Vandal. It was truly lovely to make your acquaintance, and I look forward to competing for you.
If you'd like to do an insight, you sure can.
Yeah, Zenus will go for it. +5.
He definitely does not take bets.
Contestants,
No,
competitors aren't supposed to be betting.
no.
It is
Nothing
very
like
much
that.
against the rules.
Zenus, don't worry.
Wonderful.
Unless I would like to use my
And-
criminal contact feature in order
Yes.
to find some underground betting.
Before a
That-
quick
on
aside
us
with my
and everybody.
team,
Mhm.
what the hell can you all do? I never thought to ask.
I
And
can
quite frankly, I'm a little worried you're all going to embarrass me now.
make people breathe dragon fire pretty good.
We don't have to explain anything to you. How about we just show you? That devil, whatever came out of the portal of hell in the Peabody Pumpkin Farm, we'll prove it to you there.
Better hope it's impressive. My whole
Unless you
career's
wanna-
on the line here.
If you want a current demonstration, I'm sure that could be arranged.
Yeah, Zenus, do something to me.
Oh, to you?
Yeah, I volunteer.
Okay.
Wait.
You know, you know, just give them a little something.
Make a wisdom save.
All right. You don't often get someone to volunteer. Is it against being frightened?
Not frightened. I believe it's Tasha's hideous laughter. I don't
Yeah,
know
that's
if
not frightened. Because I'm
No.
a halfling, I'm brave. I
Yeah.
fail. And then I'll fall down on the ground, start laughing, and then fart a little. And
This
then
is what is supposed to impress me.
roll a little bit.
I don't want to kill him outright. I'm just taking him out.
Unbelievable.
Because I'm prone.
And-
I'm gonna storm off.
By the way, Wyatt, the emphasis on the insight check was he doesn't take bets. In case that wasn't clear.
I picked up
Okay.
what you were putting down.
Okay.
Just
wanted to make sure because sometimes I can never tell if I'm being too subtle or not.
I got that one. Zenus will dismiss the hideous laughter, and just say,
Whew, that felt good.
"Yeah, it's always good to laugh a little bit." But apparently it doesn't impress the large, stoic member of our new team, the
That's
Glitter
okay.
Bombs.
The funny part is they got no one else.
That's encouraging.
So we'll prove it
Rather
tomorrow.
amusing.
Prove it tomorrow, and then we won't have to worry about it. Isn't
That's
that right,
fair.
Sparky?
No.
Please don't call me that.
All right, noted.
I like to think
Oh,
we call
wait,
you
we-
Sparky because of Spark Notes.
Yeah, I wouldn't ever,
When you need insight into
Spark
books you
Notes.
don't want to read.
Nothing to do with the fact that she's a wildfire druid. It's specifically because of
We
that.
don't know you set things on fire. We haven't seen it yet.
Sometimes you just call
True.
people Sparky.
Castor, give me a perception check, please.
Natural 1.
Natural
Or a 7.
Neat. As you're walking out, you think you see someone you recognize, but nope, that can't be him. It's fine.
You know, I'm thinking, Castor, at any time if you, we're in combat, and there's an opportune time for you to sling a halfling, I ain't against it.
I cannot imagine where there would be an opportune time to sling a halfling.
You'd be surprised.
I thought you were a gnome.
No, no one's got the pointy ears. I got the round ears. Get it straight.
That's the only difference. My god.
Well, there's plenty more. But, I don't really know anything else.
Beautiful. So you guys have left the Colosseum. What would you like to do now? It is probably about like 2-ish in the afternoon.
Should we go check out the farm?
Yeah, we could do a little investigating.
Vandal did say that Frederick von Erikstein?
Frederick von Erikstein, yep.
Von Erikstein was the one who was constructing the final challenge. Of course, I personally like surprises, so I don't necessarily know if it would be wise to keep in on that. But some good information. Nonetheless, I'm in favor of going to the Peabody farm as quickly as possible to subdue that threat and show Castor just what they are looking for.
I smell a grudge.
We want to
Oh.
take my war machine.
You what now?
My war machine?
Does it destroy everything in its path?
What on
It
earth
does.
is that?
Yeah.
Now it's my turn to impress you.
Oh,
And I
trust
start
me, I
walking
am
forward.
already impressed. What?
I start walking towards the color guard
Yep.
with
What?
extra spring in my step.
We'll follow.
And yeah, you make it to the color guard, and outside the color guard, you see this large tented area. Doors are currently clasped, or the front flaps are currently clasped closed.
A little word of warning. Who here has the ability to detect magic?
Oh,
Inside here is one of the most impressive pieces of technology you're ever going to see. And he happens to have a name. Not like your stick has a name and you can speak with your stick. Similar, perhaps, mayhaps. His name is Maxwell. Maxwell of the Fury Roads.
Suliya is a better name.
We don't have to. This isn't a competition of names.
If you can detect magic, you can speak with him. He is a little quick-tempered. He has a bit of a complex. So any words you say to them, make sure that they are very kind, very respectful. He loves compliments. And if you anger him, he will incinerate you. So, just a little.
I was going to make a snarky comment to you, but maybe I shall now refrain.
Yeah.
Are you able to cast detect magic, Castor?
I have a very unique ability where I can do a minor version of it, which allows me to communicate with Maxwell, though not quite as thorough of an extent as if you could consume an actual spell.
No, you're excited about your war machine that breathes fire, but I don't think that's going to be good to take onto a pumpkin farm.
Well, no, just, to drive
to
them.
hell. I will
What if
keep
anybody's
my
in our
snarky
way?
comment to myself.
This isn't. We're not at war.
Well, you get out of the way of a war machine. That's the point.
But I'm just picturing like a little old lady just standing in the middle of the road, and then all of a sudden, war machine Maxwell eats her.
Well, you would be quite heroic if you jumped in the way and moved her out, wouldn't you?
I don't know her.
Oh, so it's wrong of us to run her over, but you're not going to go out of your way to help her if she were to get run over.
I'm not doing
That's a very interesting ethical dilemma.
I got my way of seeing the world. You got
I'm
yours.
too excited. I fling open the thing.
And as Castor flings open the tents, you guys see. So we can get it to go. Is it clear? There we go. That's.
Yep.
Oh my.
Amazing.
You know, it's exactly how I imagined it.
Hello, Maxwell.
I'm the only one allowed to drive.
I can't.
But there is a seat at the flamethrower that is open.
And
As well as I can fit 3 other medium humanoid creatures inside.
And Castor, you hear in your head, Castor, you have returned. Are we going to run over some kobolds?
Yeah, we're going to run over so much. I'm so excited.
And you hear, you have brought new friends. Are they respectful?
They certainly are. I have already told them of your reverence. They're all so excited to meet you and see the amazing things you can do. Glimmer, would you like to talk with Maxwell?
Yeah, I'll cast detect magic and just bow. Say it is an honor to meet you, your smushiness.
And you hear in your head, thank you. I know it is an honor to meet me.
Sorry, Estava, would you also like to greet this amazing rolling smoosher? You hear
in your head, that seems a little dangerous.
Go and make friends.
And
shy.
and there is a brief conversation between the two that none of you can hear, so I'm not going to repeat it.
Whoa, secrets.
Slash, I think it's
magic item convos.
Slash, I find it weird to have two NPCs talk to each other. So.
I sense a ship starting.
Our new favorite ship, this magic stick and the war machine.
You know, this is a very strange situation.
Who wants to ride in the flamethrower seat?
I do!
Hop into the war machine to the driver's seat.
Like you said, it fits 3 medium creatures. So
If
that
it's medium creatures.
It'll
Three
fit all of you
additional,
guys.
But then, like, me and Suliya count as one medium.
Yeah.
But do we have to share a seat?
It can fit all of you. Don't worry
Okay.
about it.
Also, if somebody doesn't want to be in the cockpit, you could be riding on top of it. It is like a tank.
Oh, I'm just gonna ride on top of it.
Yeah.
I'll go inside of it.
I'll also go inside of it. Just like probably sitting like on edge, like, what is this thing? I've never been inside anything like this before. I've never seen anything like this before. It's impressive, but it's also frightening.
Oh, yes, Maxwell has an immense amount of firepower. I knew a halfling before who was a druid of flames. She and Maxwell were quite good friends. A lot of fun up in the flamethrower.
Oh, would you like to use the flamethrower, Miss Suliya?
Maybe not right now, because we're still in the middle of town.
Oh, yes.
Would be a wise choice to avoid using it.
And Suliya, you hear in your head, since you have arcane ability, another small one.
Yes.
Interesting. You hear in your head.
I don't know what that means, but I hope it's a good thing.
He says, "Aren't you happy to meet me?"
I'm very happy to meet you. I'm very happy to be on your side.
My side is the good side, he says. I think Zenus you'd hear in your head. Let's see, what would he say to Zenus? I don't know. Does Zenus say anything to him?
As he's kind of sitting in there, he might just say, "Hi, my name is Zenus. It's a pleasure to meet you. Castor has told me a little bit about you, but I imagine your story is quite interesting, and I'm all ears."
I think okay. So Zenus, you get this feeling of finally someone wants to listen, and you get info dumped of how the kobolds built this war machine and then fucked up the wheel, and Castor and Castor's friends had to come and
Listen, Merryweather.
yes, Alice and Merryweather, yes, came and fixed him, and now he loves to roll over kobolds.
Oh, how
But it's-
fascinating.
Long and convoluted story. Like he's a war machine, low intelligence, jumps around a little bit, takes him a while to get the story out.
Zenus will take everything into his mind and try and remember every single detail that he lists out.
You know, I should be feeling left out, but I'm not mad. I think I avoided something here. Some extra stress I didn't need. I'm the war machine.
I think Pip, you don't get words. You get the occasional, just like a sense of being ignored. Not that you're being ignored, but that you are ignoring him.
Yeah. Tough luck.
Anyways, you are now all on the Kobold War Machine. And Castor,
Yes.
give me I'm going to say it's effectively an athletics check but it's strength plus proficiency because of your driving tools. Driving proficiency, I mean. Land vehicle proficiency.
My land vehicle proficiency, which is a +7 to 24.
Holy crap.
Dang!
Nice.
Yeah, because it takes a lot of strength to be able to turn the wheel, and being able to actually get him going. But yeah, you with a 24 are able to maneuver Max onto the road and start making your way out of town. If everyone else wants to give me perception checks.
Nope.
Ooh, perception.
11.
18.
Do you want me to roll this one, Melissa?
You can if you want. Otherwise, I can do.
I'll roll this one. 13.
What did Pip get?
7.
7. Neat. Yeah, Zenus with your 13, which I think is the highest.
No, I got an 18.
Oh, 18. Never mind. Suliya with your 18. Yeah, you are noticing a lot of people on the road, like various dwarves and things, eyes wide open, like, WTF, what is going on? And they all seem to be running out of the way.
Move it or lose it.
What?
Pip's on top of the machine yelling at people to get out of the way because he's worried about, like, the grandma that's gonna get stuck in the middle of the road. So
Oh,
he's
so
yelling,
this
"Move it or
is
lose
the
it."
action.
But yeah, the machine is loud enough that people manage to get out of the way. Do you guys say anything to them as you're going along, or do you just trundle down the road, not
They
saying
should
anything
tell
to the
their
people?
guard business. Don't mind us.
Hello, Miss Fazula!
Yes, you definitely pass the Fuzzics.
Lovely weather we're having!
And you see,
Just
yeah,
a
you
column
see,
of flame goes up.
beautiful. And yes, you make your way out of town, and the 2-hour walk that it took when you did not have a war machine now takes 1 hour to get to the farm. So it's about an hour trip. Any conversations or anything you'd like to do as you are traveling with Max the War Machine, with either with each other or Max or whomever you would like?
Miss Suliya, Runar mentioned that you are investigating things out in the woods. What is it that you are investigating?
It's a bit of a long story. Let's just say that there was a relic that I was in charge of. The relic broke,
Oh no.
and now I'm trying to seek a solution to that problem.
Have you tried glue?
Yeah, no, it's an ancient relic. Why would glue work on that?
Oh.
Do you have the relic?
I left it behind, but well, actually,
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
still at the.
yeah, I would have left it behind.
A break of what nature?
Again, it's a very long story. It was a relic that was used to protect my people, and someone tried to steal it. They immediately burst into flames,
Oh my.
and they dropped the relic, and it broke. And I'm not sure if it used its last charge burning the person, or if it broke its charge when they dropped it, but either way, it's broken and it's my fault. So I want to fix it.
But if someone else stole it, how is that? That can't possibly be your fault.
You know, it's about honor.
It was my watch. I should have been more proactive.
Glimmer, you hear in your head from Suri, Gustava. The wrong people touching relics. Not a good thing.
So if someone else were to touch you, it could not end well?
You get... It's a little nauseating, but you get like a nod in your head.
Oh, okay. Now I understand what you mean about the swinging. Okay. Nobody is allowed to touch Zuri Estava. It's completely unrelated.
Noted.
Alrighty.
You hear intentions matter.
Just in case. So, do you know this relic, Zuri Estava? That Suliya is talking about? Are you able to talk to other relics? That would be so cool.
You hear in your head, and again, it's effectively sibling, but it's not sibling. She says, or they say, when we're close, yes, we can talk. They say, I can feel one is in pain.
But that's not a nice feeling. But perhaps it will be helpful.
They say it. They're here. We have to find them.
Yes, we will.
So, yeah, and that's what you get from Siri.
Hopefully before they are in pain.
Yep. Cool. Any other conversations you guys would like to have?
So, Castor.
Yes, you have to speak up. It's very loud in the war machine.
I'm imagining he's just like them just blasting heavy metal as we're like.
It's loud in the war machine, not because of the war machine.
Just
Because of the music of the war machine.
Castor, you were curious about what we can do, but none of us have seen what you can do. Do you want to fill us in on that?
Well, aside from my name being famed throughout the land for
Never
great
heard of you.
feats of A, heroics, and B, marvelous performances in the games, I happen to be something of a barbarian, if you would ascribe a word to it.
Alright, so martial, and with some somewhat magical abilities.
Yes, as I mentioned, my sibling is a sorcerer. We both have innate magics. Mine happen to have formed in a different sort of way. I can't cast spells, but odd things tend to happen when I focus. I don't rage, as you might have seen other barbarians do. I don't get angry. More of a manifestation of the competitive spirit, as to say. But it is best just to keep your distance, just in case. Also, I have this very long greatsword. So keep your distance from that as well. It's got a wide swing.
Noted.
And also, I own the sword machine.
You
Another-
hear
I was not aware Maxwell
And
could be owned.
Maxwell is my trusted partner. We go together.
Yeah, I was gonna say Max will say
It's not an owner.
it's an
a
interesting
partner.
interesting way of saying my pet.
Yes.
Yeah, as in Maxwell calls you his pet. But anyways.
I think to keep him from incinerating me while I am inside.
Anyways.
We're a team.
After about an hour, you guys make it to the Peabody farm. Boop. I had to remake the map because the one I used before was not mine.
Oh, that portal looks really cool.
So you said you've been here before?
Ooh.
Oh, yes, we had a horrible experience here. I almost died.
On a farm?
Immediately almost died, yes.
No.
Farms are quite dangerous when you don't necessarily know what you're getting into. Or just in general.
Farms are always dangerous. Every single farm I have been on has been objectively a bad time.
It's fun because it's true. But yeah, you guys come up to this farm and you see basically guards in a 30-foot ring around where this portal is, and they don't seem to want to get closer. You can hear in the just sort of like a in the background, just this bzzz. And it's just a constant hum, and it feels like it's trying to burrow into your brain. And as you pull up in the war machine, you see Sven the farmer come up and say, whoa, what are you doing with that?
Oh, hi, Sven. Runa sent us over, said you might be having some issues with some of the guards.
He says, yeah, these guards, they don't want to, and as you look closer, you see a bunch of rats running around.
Dear,
No.
not again.
No!
He says, we had been doing good at knocking down the imps as they come, but then this droning started, and my guys are refusing to go near it.
As they should, it is very dangerous.
Have you tried closing the portal?
Have you tried
He's-
moving to a new location? This one seems to be infested.
He says, this farm has been in my family for generations. You don't just give up on something that's been in your family since very nearly the start of the whole Dwarven Empire.
All right. Well,
Sometimes,
it's your
if you
funeral.
don't give up, your generation ends with you. Always something to keep in mind. Hop out of the war machine.
Well, anyway, tell us about this droning.
He says, if any of the guards get too close to it, they start clutching their heads, screaming, and they just fall over asleep. And
The portal?
right near the portal, yeah. And then anybody gets close, like nobody can get close. And when they do, they fall asleep. And then this arm reaches out of the portal and grabs them in. A couple of them got grabbed right into the portal.
Oh, well, there goes my plan. Because I was going to say, if I could stay awake for 11 minutes, I could identify it. But I don't want to get grabbed if I do fall asleep. But I have to touch it if I want to cast Identify.
He says, Runar had sent, and he pulls out this device. And he says, this device, he said, will close the portal, but none of my guys have been able to get close enough, which is why I think he probably sent you guys.
Just want us to chuck it in. Got
Can-
an arm on me.
He says
Well,
it has to be armed at the portal. Like as soon as you get there, like it can't be armed unless it's by the portal, and then you have to arm it and run away before it does its thing.
What if we cast Unseen Servant and send the Unseen...
Bless you.
Sorry.
It's just like a sand.
He says, "Is your unseen servant capable of doing complex manipulations of this thing?"
Well,
No, it's simple.
not complex. They can do simple tasks. What if we arm it and then send it in? And then it can do the simple task of carrying and
Would
then
you
throwing.
need someone with a high intelligence to
I
arm it, or
have an
could it
idea.
Mm-hmm.
Castor,
be- What?
remember when I said that there might be an opportune time to throw a halfling?
Okay, yes. Question though. Would you need a significant intelligence to arm the thing, or could anyone arm it?
No. My plan is to lead...
Would you shut up? I'm not speaking to you at the moment.
Who are you talking to?
Then whatever his face is.
Oh,
Sven.
Sven says, there's things you have to do. It doesn't require super high intelligence to be able to do it. There's just specific order you have to push buttons in, and I know what the order is. He has his list. It's like 4 or it's like 6 or 7 things long of things you have to do. He goes, but you'll notice here it's not open. You need it to be open, and for it to be open, it has to be near the portal.
Okay.
So we have to get near the portal, if we can figure out what's causing the droning to make that stop, that would be helpful. And then we could get you could get closer and it'd be easier.
How close to the portal do we have to be for it to open?
Within 10 feet.
Oh, so
Okay.
It's very close.
my idea: tie a rope around me, throw me next to the portal, lure the monster out.
But you'll be asleep.
Yeah.
But we have a bard. I can do bard things. If I fall asleep, the bard will take care of me. It's all good.
I don't think that works how you think that would.
I'll be all right.
Have you considered investing in an elf, perhaps? I hear that they don't require
If
sleep.
the rope is for Castor here, big, tough, strong Castor, to just yank me back, and then the monster will chase me out.
Is
You
it a
put
spell?
faith in someone you hardly know.
I put faith in your muscles.
I do not put faith in our current relationship. I would not let a monster arm take you.
Is the buzzing a
Exactly.
spell?
Is the what?
It seems to have, as you kind of, Sven has kind of been walking around the farm. And as you walk around, you feel like the buzzing sound has an origin point. Let's see if I can make it bing. Yeah, there-ish.
Oh,
I mean,
Where-ish?
I have Dispel Magic.
as
That could work.
Zenus is about to offer to cast that too.
We can draw
I-
it out. Keep going.
Spells don't affect me as easily as they might other creatures. Why don't I, as much as I love the idea of bait and switch, if you will, why don't I just get close, activate it, and then get out of there and just
Why
start
don't we
slinging spells?
Try to get rid of that buzzing sound first. It sounds like it's not at the portal. So if we can get rid of the buzzing, then perhaps we can deal with the portal without anybody falling asleep.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll do that. And then if that goes alright and we need to still do something with the portal, you can throw a half.
I don't want to throw you.
Perhaps you could just throw him in the opposite direction, Castor, just so he can get it out of his system.
No.
I feel like that's something you'll have to earn.
Must be a reason.
Cheap. Pick up throw. That's a high ticket item.
That's 2 actions.
All right, let's locate the origin of the buzzing sound.
I mean, Dispel Magic has a range of 120 feet.
Mhm.
Where?
Okay. So yeah, the spot is like right there-ish.
Are there rats around there?
Yes. There are rats kind of all over the place. And if they come out past the 30 yard radius, they're smashed by the guards. So there's a decent chunk of them within this circular radius around this spot.
Yeah, Suliya, if you wanted to cast Dispel Magic, I have something that could distract the whatever ones are remaining.
Sounds like a good plan to me.
I'll prepare to cast Hypnotic Pattern.
Yep, and as you cast Dispel Magic, this form flickers and then comes into existence. You see, let me pop to the right layer.
Ooh.
A giant bug droning, the rats circling around it, and that is where we are going to pause for the evening. So, whew, you guys have found the Catch Me. You know if I say that.
Catch me outside. How about that?
God. I was gonna say Yuri's line of bless you.
Yes, thank you guys so much for watching. We greatly appreciate you. Come back Wednesday night for Dungeon Sphere, where we Jaeger Team Nightwalker. It'll be great. Check out D&D Beyond's Twitch Friday at 11 Central to watch me play on a giant stream. That's not going to be scary at all. And we will be back. We will be back next week for episode 2 of Rhez Lorei. Before, as a programming note, taking a 2-week hiatus immediately after starting. Next week, play, 2 weeks off. It's fine. We may or may not do something, I don't know, like channel Jackbox games. That might be fun, but we'll see. Anyways, have a great rest of your evening. Hit that follow if you haven't already. Subscribe if you are so inclined. We hope you have a great rest of your evening, and we hope to see you back here very, very soon. Bye.